Hello, Sparrows. Good day, darlings. What's fabulous with you today? What's fabulous with you? I am Valerie Miller of TVM, the Valerie Miller Double Fold. This very moment, you have opportunity to change. And it's all about matters of the heart Monday, right? And I want you to save the date, save Monday's date, March 9th, 2020 at 7 o'clock p.m., right? For a watch party. Yep, I'm dropping in for a watch party with Alonzo Morris out of California. And he's going to be our March guest, right? It's the month of men. And he's going to be our first guest, our first sparrow that drops into the room to have some engaging conversation. We're going to talk about some great stuff, right? It's already been done. So just be in the house for that. So I'm going to go ahead and bring him on since this is a Mini-Mercial. I'm going to bring him in and we're going to go ahead and talk about it for just a moment. So here he is. Hello, Alonzo.
Hi, Valerie. How are you?
Fabulous and on top. It is Friday evening, and
Yes,
I'm winding
indeed.
this thing down. How are you today?
I am fantastic. I'm blessed and doing great. Happy to hear your voice.
Good to hear yours as well.
Yes.
Yes. Now, this isn't the first time you've been in the house. You've been here
No,
before.
no, I've been here before, and I appreciate your platform. I appreciate the content. I appreciate the fact that you use your voice to pour into people, to help people, to build people. There's a lack of that today. There's a lot of platforms, but I always say a lot of it's just carbohydrates and there's no substance. We need more protein to give people something to feed on so we can become stronger, so that we can become better versions of ourselves.
Right.
And every time I talk to you, it's not carbohydrates, it's all protein. So I'm happy to be with you today.
Thank you. That is so gracious and kind of you to say. Yes, and it's all about uplifting,
Yes,
inspiring, motivating,
yes,
empowering, all of those positive words that,
yes,
helps us soar up. It's all about soaring and being supportive, showing love in everything that we do to everyone that we cross
yes,
paths with, be what you're
yes.
seeking, right? So
Exactly.
that's
Yes,
what I believe in and
yes,
exude every day. I'm going to extend that to everyone that
yeah,
I meet and know. Now, like I say, this is the second time you're coming in, and it's
yes.
so wonderful to have you in view this
Thank you.
time. And
Hmm.
I'm going to allow you to speak on yourself just a little bit because the conversation is so great. We're talking about identity. We're talking about authenticity. We're talking about all these things that's necessary for
Yeah,
ourselves and to have fabulous relationships, right?
yeah. Most definitely. Our words are powerful. You know, the power of death and life is in our tongue,
Mm-hmm.
and which is connected to our thought process.
Right.
You know, um, when we use words like "I am" and whatever we say after that, God releases and the universe releases whatever it takes to make that thing come true.
True.
So we're living in times where we can either use our power to tear people down or we can use to build people up.
Absolutely.
I am in the transformation business, and I believe that all of us have greatness inside of us.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it's just the atmosphere that we are in and the
True.
people that we are around that either is adding clean oxygen to help us to evolve, or they're sucking the oxygen out of us so that they become kryptonite and we never evolve. So a lot of it has to do with just your environment, your surrounding, and the words and the relief process that's going through your head. So I definitely am looking forward to me and you sitting down and doing what we do, which is to pour life into people, speak
Yes.
life into people,
Yes.
and to allow them to evolve and to grow.
Yes. I am so over the top about this conversation and everything that you just mentioned. We're going to be chatting about,
Yes.
and coming from a music standpoint and how we're writing lyrics, and then the literature side with me being an author, you being a songwriter, a pastor, you
Yes.
know, all of this great stuff. And we think in such similar ways to, like you said, transform, inspire.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, you know, right now, I have the #8 song in the country, in the world, basically. A song called Rescue, a song that I wrote, my friend Derek Allen produced. It's sung by Lenny Williams and Teddy Cross. And the
Right,
song is really just my testimony
right.
of how God delivered me, and rescued me out of the storms, you know, that I've experienced in life. And people can relate to that when we are real
Absolutely.
and authentic
Right,
and transparent, and when we let people know, because people see us and they be like, oh, you know, you must have never had any problem. No,
right.
I've had I've had a lot of storms, but you know, by the grace of God, He's brought me through. So I think
Absolutely.
it's powerful when we are honest and transparent and let people know that we're just people, you know, but our faith is so strong to
That's
where
it.
I refuse to believe that I cannot overcome any circumstance. And with that faith, and it is with that faith that I am able to move mountains, and to cross rivers and to walk across valleys. So I think people can relate to where if God did it for me, He can do the same thing for you.
You better believe it. You better believe it, because, we all have a story to
Yeah,
share. Not all
yeah,
of us volunteer to be authentic in that. It's a lot
right.
of secrecy. However, when you can, stand on that forefront of stage, the life that you are actually the lead character in, then the
Yes.
greater we tend to be. And it takes courage to do that. And you put your words in music, and you stand, within pulpit, and I sit
Yeah,
before this camera, I write books and stand on
right.
stages, everything I do as well. So
Right.
it's all about being authentic, who we are, who we were born to be, and how we became who we are and still becoming.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
we'll talk about budding and blooming and
Yes.
all of that beautiful stuff. It's all about
Yes.
flourish. So that's where we need to draw the line, because we'll jump right on in.
We will. We better stop right here because we're going to give it away.
Sparrows, Alonzo's followers, simply just be in the house at
Yes.
7 o'clock for our watch party on Monday, March 9th at
Yes.
7 p.m. I will be live in the watch party, as well as Alonzo will be co-hosting with me in that live. So
Right.
definitely be in the house, because it's something that I can tell you right here, right now, that will bless you somehow. It's
Yes.
something you're going to leave with. It's going to make you think. It's going to make you become greater than you
Yes.
are. It's going to be something that's going to make you ponder, how can I
Right.
do something to make myself better today? Who can I bless? Who can I help? Those types of things, because it is March, Alonzo,
Yes.
the month
Yes.
of
It is.
men. It's
The
all about
month of
men
May.
this month.
That's right. I love that. And I appreciate you for that because even with that, Valerie, it just shows again your forethought. In our community, there's such a divide, you know, where we have, I believe, orchestrated people dividing our brothers from our sisters,
Yes.
our fathers away from our families.
Mhm.
But we are stronger when we are together. And for you to have the forethought to turn March into the month of men and highlighting kings around the country,
Yes.
um, our community will appreciate that type of platform. Because, like I said before, there's so many people. Everybody has a platform now,
Right.
and some people are called, and other people are just, you know, they're just doing something to be
Yeah.
passing time.
Yeah.
But there's substance and there's content and there's meaning and it's intentional, you know, to highlight brothers for the whole month, you know, this will be appreciated and it will reverberate. It will have a way that will continue because we need to do more of brothers highlighting
Right,
sisters and
right,
sisters highlighting brothers
right.
so that we show unity. And I'm excited about it. And I'm honored. I'm honored to be a part of your work. Thank you.
Thank you for saying yes,
Yes.
because, you know, it is a lot of spotlight on women structures. You know, it's a soar up with women. That's to be celebrated. However, that's why you hear my shows. I just don't want to narrate just women because it's not about just women. It takes both men and women to
Right.
do anything because we complement each other. And when
That's
we
right.
have a brother and sisterhood, that's why you hear um, shows like Girl Talk and Guys too. I don't want to alienate the men because men have a voice. You guys have things to say, just
Right.
like the next person. And it takes both men and women coming together to bridge the gap, to restore homes, to become one in love and fix the situations that are broken in
Right.
community. And if we don't start together, how are we going to soar up together? How are we going to be
Right.
together? It's going to be a divide, and that's what we do not want. It's a lot of conflict and
That's right.
misunderstandings,
That's right.
and you know, situations where both men and women are taken advantage of. And if we're not having conversations about it, how is it going to be rectified?
That's right.
You know?
That's right. Yeah, I love it. I love it. We are the only race of people that is having a decline and disappearance in the
Right,
male role in the
right,
house,
right.
in marriages,
Mhm,
in our communities.
mhm.
And we have to start one family at a time, one show at a time, you know, one conference at a time, one church service at a time.
Right.
And your contribution, again, you know, my favorite words, your contribution is not all fluff and carbohydrates. There's so much protein and wisdom in highlighting Black men, our men, you know, men in our community, to where I just have a greater respect for you every time I talk to you because you're wiser and beyond what people realize. Because that, you know, we're doing a lot of the same work, and I
Yeah.
feel like we are partnering together when
Yeah.
it comes to this cause. We have to do whatever we can to strengthen our families. That means our support and respect our women
Yeah.
and support and respect our men.
Absolutely.
Yes,
I'm in wholeheartedly on that. Firm believer and agree because
yes.
it takes two. It
Takes
starts
two.
in making the choice
Takes
to
two.
do it. You know, just choose to do it and it shall be done. Right?
That's right.
All right, Sparrows, you have been served juice within this mini-mercial. Within this mini-mercial, it's enough to carry you throughout the entire weekend. That's just going to inspire you to show up for the watch party on
Yes.
Monday, March 9, 7 p.m. Eastern
Mhm.
Standard Time, 4 p.m. Pacific. Aren't you Pacific out in California?
Right.
Pacific? Yes. So be in the house because we've got some great things
Yes.
to present to you. Great gift. How we're going to kick off the month of men with Mr. Alonzo Morris. Okay. And on that note, you've been served miniature juice, and I would love for you to just sip on it, gulp it, as long as you ingest it, and be back on Monday to receive the rest of it. How about that?
Awesome.
And we're going to go ahead and scoot and have a very enjoyable weekend. I say love without conditions. Always possess a positive attitude and soar in all you do. Love you, mean it. Smooches.
Bye-bye.